In this video, I'll show you the exact strategies how you can find faceless niches that make 10K a month very easily. Now, if you're asking yourself, who the hell is this guy? Why should I even listen to him? I'm Steffen. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with faceless YouTube channels, and I've helped hundreds of other people do the same thing. For example, Martins, who have helped to make $31,000 in 7 months of working with us. Then here, for example, Antonin monetized in 20 days. Then we have here another student doing $25,000 in one single week. Here another student hitting 170 euros a day, and many, many, many more. So if you're interested in getting similar results, check out the first link in the video description. Book a call with me personally, and I'll see if I can actually help you and bring you to the next level. So make sure to book the call right now. Then we also do have a completely free Skool community, which you can also check out, the second link in the video description. So with that being said, I would say let's get right into it. So the first thing I always want to focus on is the mindset when it comes to niche research. So number one is niches. You have to understand that niches are opportunities. Niches are literally opportunities for growth. They take time to find, and you need to be consistent with niche research. That's one of the most important things, and I highly recommend to do 1 to 2 hours of niche research every single day, especially in the beginning or when you want to scale, all right? Good niches are not found instantly. This is something extremely important to understand as well. And patience is if you have a bit of patience, you will have a higher success rate, right? So if you go towards niche research with patience, your success rate, of how many channels you start, is actually gonna skyrocket, all right? I know many people get really frustrated during this process, but this is extremely important, all right? The next thing is, do not overthink it, right? You will never ever find the perfect niche. In very, very rare instances, you will actually find the perfect niche, but not very often, all right? Then if it checks most boxes, go for it. I'll show you the criteria, the niche criteria and everything in a bit. But what is very important is that you do not chase perfection, all right? Look for good enough to win niches, all right? Compare multiple niches and then pick the best one. Then momentum matters more than the perfect certainty. All right, let's go on to the third point. Good niches take time. Finding winning niches takes days or weeks, sometimes even a month, right? These days it kind of got way easier to do niche research. I'll show you guys the strategies. Even on this channel, I have a video where I literally show you guys how I found multiple niches in 10 minutes. And I'm going to show you guys the exact same strategy in this video. But in most cases, niche research is not a one-day task. And that should be very, very important. And you should write that everywhere in your room, all right? You need to explore the platform deeply. Look at competitors, gaps, and opportunities. The more time you invest, the better niche you will find. Extremely important. I always see there's a huge difference between two people, right? One person does a lot of niche research. The other one does not really do that much of niche research. Who's going to win? Right? Person number one, obviously. If you don't do niche research, it's like building a house without a plan. It's not going to work. All right. So here, this one is actually also number 4. Whoops. No, I have the same heading here. Okay, just ignore that. But finding a niche, it's actually, oops, I have to remove this. Okay, so here, these videos are raw. So number 4, do not rush the process. Rushing is equal to choosing the wrong niche. Trust me, I've been through this multiple times where I rushed into niches and then the channel failed because I rushed it, right? The niche was not good. The wrong niche is very hard to succeed. If you do not go into this correctly and you take your time to do niche research with the strategies I'm going to show you today, you're going to have a very hard time to succeed. Give yourself 2 to 4 weeks if needed to find your first niche. Then explore YouTube on a daily basis. Even if you're just watching YouTube for fun, always be on the lookout for niches. Find gaps and patterns. Success requires patience, not speed. All right. Speed is though important later on once you found your niche, because then you have to act on that niche extremely fast. But as you're still in the market research phase, you have to have patience. All right. Then number 5, expect to choose the wrong niche at first. Very, very often you guys choose the wrong niches. Happened to me too. It's completely normal. Everyone chooses bad niches early. It's part of the learning curve, which is extremely important. Learning curve is like, could be anywhere from 1 to 2 months or 1 to 2 YouTube channels, depending on how well you actually go back and try to understand what you did wrong. Then you will get better very fast if you go back and try to understand what you did wrong. Every niche teaches you something, as I've already explained. Don't get discouraged. This is the biggest thing. Most people quit after 1 or 2 channels. That's not the way you want to go at YouTube, right? You need to give it time. Then number 6, keep doing niche research even after you start. Never stop analyzing niches. Why not? You cannot rely on just one channel. Keep looking for daily or even weekly, especially if you want to scale, keep looking daily. Helps you pivot and find new opportunities. And then helps you stay ahead of competitors. Niche research is an ongoing habit, not a one-time task if you want to be extremely successful with YouTube, all right? So what a good enough niche looks like is it checks most of the criteria, and we'll move into the criteria right now. Not perfect, but strong potential. Do not look for the perfect niche. You will look forever if you try to do that. You understand the niche, right? I would never go into a niche where I don't know anything about the niche, like absolutely nothing. And if you want to go into a niche like that, you have to do a little bit of research and try to at least understand it, all right? Then competition is manageable. I will get into that. Then how you can see long-term growth, very important. The niche fits your skill level. Doesn't help you go into a niche and you can't outcompete your competitors. And then data supports the opportunity. Data is key when it comes to YouTube automation, all right? Extremely important. All right, so let's actually have a look at the criteria of a good niche. So very simple, they are under 5 smaller channels creating content in this niche that are constantly getting more views than they have subscribers. This means there is high demand and low supply. These 2 things are one of the most important things. Why? You have to think about it like this. YouTube is a marketplace, and every single marketplace has supply and it has demand, all right? And you have to keep an eye on these specific things, right? Then there are no channels with over 100,000 subscribers. Why? Because YouTube already trusts those accounts, and it's going to be extremely hard for you to compete against these big channels, because they have the trust and they have the first move advantage, okay? Then there are no smaller channels failing. Everyone always looks at the big channels, but they never look at the smaller channels, especially the smaller channels failing. That is something extremely important for you to have a look at, because if there are a bunch of small channels failing, what would make your channel special that would help you, or like help YouTube decide like, okay, your channel needs to succeed. So always make sure that there are no small channels failing. If there are like 1 or 2 small channels failing, that's okay. Then the niche is not older than 6 months. In most cases, if the niche is older than 6 months, these 2 can be crossed, because there will be big channels and there will also be channels failing. Then I can create better content than my competitors. Now, I've mentioned this many times, but you can also just do longer content, all right? If you ask me how long, always times the competitor video length by 1.5x, and then you have your video length, all right? Then, am I actually interested in this niche? Now, this is not a must as long as you build a team that actually has interest in the niche, not that the videos are complete trash. Then, is the niche monetizable? Extremely important, because otherwise you cannot make any money. Then, huge bonus if you can post long videos. And then once again, huge, very important, give yourself enough time to do niche research and do not rush the process. If you rush the process, trust me, you will have issues with your channel and you're going to give yourself a very hard time from the start. Now, a must-have tool for doing niche research, which I would highly recommend, is ElevenLabs, one of the best niche research tools on the market. I'll show you guys exactly how the whole tool works and everything and how I use it. Highly recommend it. I'll link it in the video description. It's like 13 euros or something a month. It's going to save you hours and hours. All right. So let's get to the first method, which is the homepage method, which in my opinion is the most legendary method to do niche research. And this is a method where you kind of optimize your YouTube homepage to show your niches or to show you a bunch of faceless YouTube channels on your YouTube homepage. This method of doing niche research is, no joke, overpowered. And one of my students used this exact method to find over 180 niches in one single week, all right? So this method is no joke overpowered. Let me show you guys exactly how that works. So firstly, you're gonna create a brand new YouTube account, right? And let me just open it up. So you're going to create a brand new YouTube account just like this one, just as an example, which you just call niche research or whatever you want to call it, right? You can even do multiple accounts for even broader niche research. I also have multiple accounts, but let me just simulate the whole process for you on an incognito window, and then we'll go back over here just so you guys can see how that whole thing works. So just imagine this account here would be your niche research account, right? Just imagine I would be signed in. So let's say, for example, you are interested in history. Just as an example, here you can now use whatever you are interested in and actually look it up and then kind of do niche research into that direction. So first thing, what you're gonna do is you are going to look for faceless history channels. So you're going to look up history and then you're going to look up for faceless channels. So here, for example, we can see this is a faceless channel. We can just keep our cursor here over the video. Then the video starts playing and we can see it is a faceless video. So then we just click on it, let it play. All right. From here on, just let it play. What you can do is if you are logged into an account, subscribe to the channel, like the video, write a comment, anything, however you want to. We just, in the main thing, we just want to show YouTube that, you know, we like faceless videos. That's the biggest thing. So here we have another one now. As you guys can see, you literally, while this video is playing, you can literally scroll down here on the sidebar and click on faceless channels. So for example, here I click now on another one. So now again, I would like this video. I'm not signed in. Let's click on a few more. So I'd highly recommend you to do this, like let's say for example, like 30 minutes or something. Why? Because that's just gonna help YouTube really understand what you want to see. And then very often you actually see small channels here in the suggested tab already. So we have here, for example, this one. This one is crazy. So 13 videos. I'll actually save this one for you guys. 13 videos, 50,000 subscribers. How old is this channel? All right, so let's have a look. 4 months old, around about 2 months old. That's where it really started posting. So let's actually save this channel because I'll show you how to really analyze this channel with Next Level in a second. So let me just pull that back. So now we can just keep on going here. So let's say, for example, this is another faceless channel. We just keep on clicking ourselves through this here on the side to, as I've already explained, to show YouTube like, hey, please show us faceless YouTube channels. All right, so let's actually now, I'm not gonna, you know, stretch this into the length too far. So what we're gonna do now is I'm actually gonna go back to my YouTube homepage, and your YouTube homepage should look like this as well. Now, the longer you do it, the better your YouTube homepage is actually gonna look. So here we have a faceless video, then faceless video, faceless video, faceless video, faceless, 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 all faceless videos. So here, let's actually have let's open up this one because we can already see 170,000 views, 5,000 subscribers. Boom, here we might have a niche. The views don't even look that bad, right? The videos are quite long, so the RPM is gonna be super, super high. So here we would already have our first niche, but now we just continue going. Now the cool thing, just very quickly, if you have Next Level installed, just as an example, you can actually already see the channel subscribers and the views. So have a look now. So let it just load, just always needs to load a bit. But here we can see the subscribers, here the subscribers, and then the views. So this is, for example, a channel I also found on my YouTube homepage. So let's actually open this channel or this up so I can see posted on multiple channels. But this is a channel I found on my YouTube homepage as well. And as we can see, this is a brand new niche. So this channel was posting here, and then 13 days ago, it started posting these kind of videos, which are absolutely blowing up. All right. But let's keep on looking here for niches. So keep in mind, this is the new account we just optimized. And we didn't even optimize it like crazy, just like a little bit of optimization, and that was it. So let's have a look at this one. Very long. Okay, this is a super long form video, but let's have a look if we can find anything else. And in most cases, if you don't find anything, you literally just go ahead and reload your YouTube homepage and you will find more stuff. So let's see. All right. Sometimes you won't find that much. Sometimes you will find more. So here again, 13,000 subscribers, 50 videos. This channel is 3 months old. Again, would fit into the niche research criteria. So let's just have a little bit more look on what else we can find. So let's see. here, golden age files. So it's actually giving me a lot of older channels. But yeah, so let me, here, let's actually have a look at this one. Oh, we know this one already. Okay, but let's go back to this homepage on the account that has already been optimized. I did mess up a little bit on this account, so something you do not want to do is to actually watch videos of your own interest on these accounts. So let's now actually go to filters. This is, by the way, from ElevenLabs, so you can actually filter your YouTube homepage. So for example, to 60,000 subscribers at max, and then just click go. And then here we already can see, let's see this channel, the silent depth. We can now see 17 videos, 1.6 thousand subscribers. And these videos are, I know these kind of videos, they're absolutely blowing up. But let me actually show you what ElevenLabs can do. So they can literally, like, you can go to analytics and then it can actually analyze the channel. So it's going to give you the RPM, it's going to give you the monthly views, the average, like the channel revenue, estimated revenue. So as we can see here, this channel is making about $10,000 a month, which might be extremely helpful for you if you want to decide if you want to go into a niche or not. Now, the next thing ElevenLabs can actually do, it can show you similar channels. So if we click here on this now and we click here on in-depth search and we click on search, then it's actually gonna like go through YouTube and analyze whole YouTube and look for similar channels in this specific niche. And then we can literally just click through here. So here you might have a similar channel, and through that, you don't have to literally go ahead and look for channels like by search. Okay, now here we have another channel. So how many videos? 13 videos, 16,000 subscribers. So this channel is also doing very, very well. Again, so this was the first method how you do niche research. So literally just on your YouTube homepage, one of the most powerful ways to do niche research, in my opinion. Then we have the niche transfer method. Now this is a very easy method to kind of explain. What you essentially do is you can kind of go into a niche like just as an example, and kind of take these exact video topics and transfer them into a different niche. All right. So let me show you guys a good example. If we look at, for example, rebound, this is a NBA channel, just as an example. If we take this channel now, we can literally go here, for example, this video. Now you keep in mind, this is in the NBA. So we take this video topic, there we click it here, and the entire history of, let's say, for example, football, whoops, like that. Now, you see here, so all these guys literally did is they kind of transferred this niche to a different niche. Okay, so here we can see 77 videos, 120,000 subscribers. Let me check the most popular videos. So you see here, this is even one of the most popular videos, which they kind of copy pasted from a different niche. So the niche transfer method can be extremely powerful, especially if nobody has done it before. All right, then this can be extremely powerful. It's something you always have to keep in mind. If you do this, and if nobody has done it before, it can always be a 50-50 if it works or not. All right, extremely important to know. Then we have one of the last methods. These are actually the three main or the three easiest methods to find niches. Then we have the X niche leaks. Now let me just show you guys how this works. So many people will not agree with me when it comes to this, but you can actually find niches on X, okay? So just go to X, look up YouTube automation, follow all of these YouTube automation guys, or you can just go here to explore and you can just literally here, faceless niche leak, just like that, right? You look it up and then you go to latest posts, okay? If you don't have X, just download it for this. Now we can already see that here are posts, okay? Now many people say that you shouldn't go into these niches. The thing is that many hidden gems are posted on X that do not have a lot of views. As you can see here, 120 views. This channel isn't the best, but it's still performing absolutely good. 28,000 subscribers, 14 videos. This channel is 1 month old, all right? Just as an example, and nobody saw this post. So nobody's gonna start in that niche. Here, another one. And another one. Okay, this one had more, but you really want to look for these kind of small posts, or you want to be really, really early when people post on X. Because I do have the feeling that the Twitter community or the X community or the YouTube community is super serious about it. So if people post on X, people are actually going to start their channel. But that's something you can do. For example, yeah, even 600 views, it's not a lot. So if like 2-3 people start a channel in this niche, like you just need to be faster and better than them. That's all. All right. So these are kind of the main ways how you can do niche research. This here is kind of the lazy way to do niche research. This is the more brain using way to do niche research. And this is the more time consuming one. But I really love this way to do niche research. Like no joke, one of the best ways to do niche research, especially with the new YouTube update. Yes, so these are the kind of ways how you can do niche research. Extremely easy. Now keep in mind, if you are interested in working close with me, just check out the first link in the video description. Let's book a call and see if I can help you, as I've helped, for example, here a student get to $8,000 a month or $18,000 a month or even $4,600 or $700 a month. Just book your call and then we will see each other in the next video. Keep in mind, if you have any questions, just shoot them into the comments. I'll answer every single question and then I'll see you guys in the next video.